Hello and welcome. If you're new and you don't know me yet, you're about to. I am Stephanie with Cafe Makeup, Coffee, and Chaos. I am so passionate about helping women find confidence, and I wholeheartedly believe that I can do this through cosmetics and skincare. I also believe that I can help by sharing other aspects of my life where I have learned and found confidence. Today I'm going to show you how I got this daytime, everyday look with a glam reputation palette. And I am using the Moodstruck palette number 6 today, and I'm going to highlight the pink and silvery version of this palette and do an everyday look. Stay tuned, we're gonna zoom in and get started. Okay, now that we're zoomed in a little bit, I'm going to start and show you exactly how to get this look for every day. The first thing I do is I start with a white eyeshadow as a base. I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and we're just going to apply this all over the eyelid. And I usually start at the top and work down. On top of our base, our primer on our eyes, this is going to help blend any pigment color. And it just gives you a heightened, more brighter look for any daytime. I'm just gonna put this all over. And then I'm also going to sweep a little bit of this underneath along my lash line with a flatter brush. And blend it in the outer corner. So now that we have that, we're going to start with our transition color. And today I'm going to be starting with real light. I'm going to start with Calm first, just in our crease. This is just a real light, soft, not white, kind of like a creamy pink. You could also use this color instead of the white eyeshadow. And then we're going to go in very lightly and gently with the light brown, which is called Enthralled. And I'm just going to tap my brush into the color and of course knock off the excess. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in to my crease area, and I'm going to start by tapping it in across first. And then very lightly, I'm going to start with windshield wiper and little circular motions. And this is also a transition color. Just going to be very light and soft, and we can build this color up. Just tap it across and then start with windshield wiper motions. Little circles. And just very light-handedly blend this. That's why I'm holding my brush towards the middle to the end. I feel like I got a little bit more on one side than the other, so I'm going to go back in and add a little bit to this side. Can easier build up colors rather than try and blend them out to lighten. And then I go ahead and blend this upward because I have hooded eyes. So I'm kind of defining a new crease. I also try and blend it into the inner corner. Just a very soft look. And we're still going to build the transition color up. Okay, so the next color we're going to go in with is Blazing, which is the mauvish pink. And we're just going to, we're going to use a different brush. So I shouldn't have even tapped that in. I'm going to use a different brush. I'm just going to tap it into the color. I'm going to start out light and tap off the excess, and I'm going to start in this outer corner and tap it inward. And then blend it. Into the crease. And with this color, I usually just use the windshield wiper. So I tap it first, and then I start in the outer corner and blend it inward. So we're building up this transition color. And remember, we're using a daytime look, so we want to keep it soft. Gonna add a little more. Start in this outer corner and work it inward. And I'm going almost all the way in to the inner corner, but not quite. Again, on the other side, start at the outer corner and work it inward with just windshield wiper motions. And again, just like the transition color, because I want it soft and I want it blended out very nicely, so I'm going in very light-handedly with my brush. And how do you do that is by holding it towards the second half, the end of the brush. And then you just soften it towards the inside. And if you want, you can just go in with your fluffy brush without adding any more product and just blend out the top. You might still have some excess product of the transition brown that we used first, but we're just softening the edges. I'm going to go in with a smaller pencil crease brush with the same color. We're going to add this into the outer corner. Focusing on this outer corner, the V area, and pulling this onto our eyelid. Can use some circular motions and back and forth. And we're bringing this just underneath the center to give us that pop of color. Always tap your brush off. Just going to sweep this onto the eyelid and this outer corner. Coming in just under halfway onto the eyelid. Now, I'm going to use this same brush, but I'm going to clean it off a little bit and go back to that very light creamy pink color. And I'm going to brush that underneath the eye. All over underneath the eye. I'm going to go back to my transition color brush just to lighten these edges. See how pretty and soft that is? Okay, the next step is very important because I'm going to use a glitter. So I am going to take some very fine translucent powder and I'm going to put this on the underneath of my eyes. You can always go back and fix your highlight if you've done that already. But this is going to help so that we're going to have a little bit of fallout, possibly from the glittery, and then we'll be able to clean that up. All right. So I am going to go in with my finger, but I'm first going to spray my finger with a little bit of setting spray. Just a little. And then I'm going to go in with the glitter color and we're going to pop this on our lid. And that setting spray is going to help with the fallout. I'm going to tap my finger off a little bit and we're just going to tap this right onto our eyelid. You can just control it a little bit better when you use your finger. You could also use a sponge tip applicator. I want to make sure that I wipe that off my finger. I'm going to take that other crease brush and just smooth out the edge. And then I will go in with my fluffy translucent powder brush and just lightly clean up any fallout. Now we're going to touch up the under eye, and I'm going to use a very small pencil-like crease brush. I'm going to do a little bit with the brown and mix it with the blazing mauve color. We're going to do underneath our eyes, and I'm going to go about 3/4 of the way. And blend that out along the lash line. And then you want to make sure that you blend it in with the corner as well. I'm going to use this same brush, and we're going to pop a little bit of highlight in the inside corner. Use a very white highlight. And I'm going to drag this a little bit to blend in this inner corner. And just a little bit underneath my eyebrow arch. And if you think that you got a little bit too much underneath that eyebrow, just go back to your original fluffy brush and blend that out. One last step. We're going to go in with a very small brush. See how they're angled just a little bit. They're very firm and it's very flat. I'm going to go in with the blazing, and we're going to tap this along our upper lash line. And for this I'm going to use a mirror. I want to make sure that I'm going the right direction. So you're going to tap it and sweep it just in around your upper lash line. So just above those lashes. And this kind of acts as our eyeliner. It's kind of like a faux eyeliner. You could also use this with a wet brush. I'm just going to go over it a little bit. And pull it up just a tad. That acts as our liner. There we have it. Now, all you have to do is finish this off with mascara, and I will do that, and we will pop right back, and we will review everything that we did and talk about the products. Just to review real quick, now that we have our finished look, today we used the Moodstruck palette number 6. It's a beautiful palette. It was the last one that came out. And it's very versatile, whether it is for a glam look or for an everyday look. And I really wanted to highlight how you could use this palette for an everyday look just by softening up these beautiful colors. Now I chose to go more of a silvery pink route, but as you can see, you can also go more towards a brown neutral goldish look as well, and we will show you that on our next video. I hope you found value in this, and we'll see you again next time. Make sure you subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.